I took I took some time off to rest, and now it's game time. You have no idea.
Hey guys, welcome. Today I'll be remaking this maxi dress into a bodycon dress, multicolored. So we'll start by cutting off this torn bit. I burnt this dress a while back while I was ironing it and just sewed it up like that. Yeah, that's what's been happening with the dress. So now we're going to cut it out. Cut off the piece, the torn bit, yeah? And we're going to be left with the bottom bit of the dress, the multicolored part. So I'm just turning it inside out. I just placed it on my working table, then making sure all sides are equal. Then I took a dress that fits me well. This dress is a bodycon too. It fits me perfectly, and luckily it was the same height as the cutout piece of the dress I have. I took a pen because I tried using chalk and it wasn't visible, so I'm tracing the shape of my sample dress onto my new fabric. For the bust area, you're just going to curve it outwards to create that what do you call it? To create a cowl neck. So you're just going to make a C outwards. If you want a deeper curve, you go more deeper or wider. You make a bigger C. That's the best I can explain. Yeah, from the bust area where your armpit connects to your bust. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Then after tracing it down, you're going to pin along the traced area. You can't clearly see on my dress because of all the colors, but yeah, there is a shape there. So I pinned it down along the traced line. Then I cut it out. I cut the shape out. Take your time. This is a stretchy fabric, so I took my time and cut it out evenly. So this is how the dress will be looking like when you cut it out. Yeah. So the next bit, I'm cutting out the back part. I eyeballed the length in which I wanted my back to be lowered. Then I cut it out. I just drew a straight line across from one side to the other, then cut it out. There's not much complication there. Then here I'm aligning my two fabrics. The upper bit will be the interfacing for my bust area, so I'm aligning it with the front part. Then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, then sew the bust. You're going to sew the bust first.
I'm so sorry I lost footage of me sewing all around the dress. So first, you remember we had let me just overturn it. You remember when I cut out this part? Yeah. Now this is going to be the inner side of the boob area, of the bust area. So I just sewed along the edges up to where I had cut it. Then when you flip it inside out, it becomes like this. Can you see? Let me set it down well so that you can see. This is the inner bit. So you have the bust area, bust interfacing piece. So I connected the upper part together. Then here at where I had my cut, I folded it twice and made the hem for the back side of the dress. So I sewed it, I rolled it twice, like 1, 2, like that. Then sewed it along from the one end to the other, and I got this hem. Let me show you. Now this is the back. I don't know if you can see it. This is the back bit. You see? I hemmed it. And then now for the final part, you just connect the skirt area, the skirt bit. You just sew along the edges to the pinned edges. Take it to your sewing machine, then sew from here all the way to that side, and there. You don't have to hem the bottom, because I didn't have to hem mine at the bottom because I used the bottom of the dress. Yeah, I hope you understand.
So this is how the dress looks like before I attach the straps. I was just trying to explain how I came to this point. Yeah, and this is what it will look like. Now our next step will be creating the straps. I took a long scrap material from the pieces I cut out. Then I'm going to sew like 2 centimeters width. The strap is going to be 2 centimeters in width, and the length, I think it will be 32. I cut out the excess, measured the length of the strap, the whole strap, and yes, it was 32. My straps will be 14 inches each, so 32 is good. So I'll just have to cut the strap into 2 after. I took a bobby pin, and this is what I'll do. I'll use to turn the strap inside out because I don't have a loop turner. This might take a while, but just take your time. Turn the strap inside out, then after that cut it into 2. Now we're going to attach the straps onto the dress. My straps, remember, are 14 inches. So here I'm just taking one of the straps and I'm going to run it through the bust area, the top of my bust area, and pull it through one on the other side. Then I sew it down. Make sure you go back and forth to secure it in place so that it doesn't snap. Then the next step, I'm going to for me to connect the strap to the back of my dress, I'm going to take my tape measure 3 inches from my side hem, 3 inches inwards. That's where I'm going to connect my strap at the back of my dress. That's what I'm doing here. 3 inches from the side seam. Then you hem it. You sew it. I did this for both sides and I have my straps done.